Welcome back to Just Weirdly Blended. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Tom.
And, here we are again. Another day.
Sunday morning.
It's kind of beautiful out today, honestly.
It's been a really nice weekend. It's been a really mild
Dude, the
fall.
The amount of times I've had to, not go golf this week has equaled 2 times. But it sounds like a lot, right?
I could count on one hand.
Well, because, so Friday, obviously that's my day off normally. And Mark and Omar, they were like, hey, we're going golfing. Do you want to go? And I was like, because that was earlier in the week. And I was like, we're in the middle of getting our kitchen done. There's just so much going on. And I was like, and then I'm going to New York. Fingers crossed. I'm putting out those positive vibes on Wednesday. So I was like,
oh shit. Yeah, that's really close.
I was like, you know what? No, I got things to do for the house. Plus I'm trying to save some money. Mm-hmm. And then yesterday, and this shout out to my buddy Efren. He's starting his own brand.
Dang.
It's called Back 9 Caddy. It's a clothing and stuff for golf. How
did he get that started?
That boy's always the thing with Efren, he always has ideas. He's always
a sales guy, right? That's his sales by trade, sales by blood.
Yeah, he's naturally just a good salesman. He's a good talker. So yeah, he's just started this clothing line, and then he reached out to me yesterday and was just talking. Oh, hey, I forgot to ask you. You wanted this shirt or a shirt? You want to get a shirt?
Well, that's cool.
And I'm like, yeah, man. I mean, you got this size, whatever. And he didn't have it at the time, but he's always coming up with these different ideas. So he was throwing all these ideas out to me and stuff. So nice. It's pretty cool. I was like, oh man, that's awesome, man. I'm proud of you, dude. That's pretty dope.
Very cool.
But he goes, hey, I'm going golfing tomorrow. Do you want to go? And I'm like, what time? And then it was like 11:30 or something. Mm-hmm. And I was like, and it was at Horn Rapids. And I was like, no, I gotta save. I gotta save every fucking penny I got.
Yeah.
Although we went shopping yesterday, but we went to this place called Five Below, and we're in the Tri-Cities, folks. Washington, Eastern Washington. We don't have these major, I don't know, line of retail stores and shit like that. You know what I mean? We're not.
Yeah.
We're slowly getting things. We just got a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, we're growing.
Mind you. Yeah.
We're community and growth, which is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, we just got Chick-fil-A, just got Popeyes.
Yeah, Popeyes was about a year and a half ago or something.
We don't even have a guitar center. Yakima got the guitar center, so.
Oh, we don't, do we?
We don't.
Ted Brown Music's cooler, though. Yeah. Guitar Center is cool because it's big. It's like the Walmart, right?
They got a lot of guitars there.
Well, they're the center of guitars.
They got a lot of guitars.
They got all the guitars.
No, Ted Brown's got some good stuff.
But yeah, so we checked out this store yesterday called Five Below. So when you hear the term Five Below, what are you thinking?
Coats, outdoors.
Okay, I can see that. I think dollar store, but $5 and below.
Oh, right, yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. That's probably smarter than mine.
No, yours. I get it.
I think Patagonia.
You're like Five Below, just nothing but coats.
Oh, look, it's really cold. We got we have sleeping bags. You want a sleeping bag? Yeah, Five Below. Okay, so where is Five Below?
This one's in Richland and the Queensgate, that whole area.
Okay.
So we go there, and motherfucker, this place, it's not Five Below. There's stuff that's Five Below, yeah, but there's stuff that was $10, $15.
Is it like a thrift store or one of those?
No, so this is what it is. Literally, it's the Dollar Tree, but just nice. It's got nicer things, right? It's got some clothes. The
Dollar Tree now has nicer things, so they can.
Well, because it's more than $1, right?
Right. Yeah, everything.
$1.25 store, whatever it is now.
But God, it's more than that.
But basically, the concept is dollar store style, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But it's just got I guess some of the stuff's just a little nicer.
Sure, but you can just flat out lie in your name.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I go, the first thing I seen was $7, and I go, babe, this fucking. I thought this was Five Below. What the hell? $7? That's not below $5.
Somebody needs to go back to math class.
Your marketing department's garbage.
Yeah, Five Below. Well, that's
almost. Sometimes, right?
Yeah, I guess the 10 below, 20 below.
Some things below
100
5.
below is our new name of our store.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the same ring to it.
It should be just some things below 5.
Yeah, I've never heard of this store. That's crazy.
It's new.
Brand new?
Well, so it's new to our area.
Okay, so new that they didn't even update the name. They're like, we're going to stick with Five Below.
Yeah, because there is things 5.
Everything's cheaper than $5. I don't want to hear about it anymore.
Yeah. But I mean, it had some cool stuff. Like we ended up getting our the kids' Christmas shirts and stuff there.
Oh, nice. Okay,
You know,
for
like-
still a good deal.
Yeah, it was like $5. It was $5.55.
There you go.
It wasn't below 5. It was $5.55.
Dang, 555.
Yeah, hey, Arby's used to have the $5.55 deal. 5 roast beef sandwich for $5.55.
Damn, that's a lot of.
It was 5 for $5. Well, it used to be 5 for $5, where it was 5 roast beef sandwiches for $5.
And then they had to raise it.
And then obviously inflation, all that stuff, it went up. But I remember when I worked there and it was 5 for like legit 5.
That's crazy.
We would get people to call in and they'd order legit. I think one time we had like 100 roast beef sandwiches.
Golly.
They'd call in like, hey, can we get 100 roast beefs? It's for like a church event.
Yeah, sure.
It's like, yeah, all right. But anyway, so we got the kids stuff. So I mean, the stuff was cool. I mean, it's a cool store. But I guess like back in there was this gal there. She was like, I love this store. She's like, when I lived in Phoenix, I would always come here. And then I think Alicia said we went to one in Utah. I don't recall, but if we did, sometimes you just gotta, if the wife says we did it, we did it. But hey. Anyone living through a remodel, by the way? This is a crazy transition. You know how stressful that is? Especially when the wife wants one thing and you're kind of like okay with, you're like whatever, right? Like I'm a whatever kind of guy. Like to a point, obviously. If there's something I really just think is ugly, I'll say. Or I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I don't like it. But Alicia... Like, as soon as I'm like, oh, what about this? No. Oh, hey, babe, can I get your opinion? Why?
Yeah.
Why do you want my opinion if it doesn't matter?
You're not going to deny me telling you no.
But, like, when we were...
Well, I think you need to specify what room you're remodeling.
So we're remodeling our kitchen.
Yeah. One of the worst rooms to go through remodeling.
And it's an expensive process, right? It's not cheap.
Kitchens cost a lot, but they add a lot of value.
They do, and I to save money, I did some of the work myself, and I was pretty proud of it. Obviously,
yeah, you did a great job.
Yeah, thank you. I thought I did pretty awesome for being someone who doesn't do that for a living. I did the drywall. I did some electrical stuff here and there. Like, I felt pretty good. I was like, shit, I can do this. I'm a general contractor. But the thing that sucks is when you find the things you want and you're just like, okay, this is what we wanted. This is what we're getting.
Brain into it.
We already pay, we put a 70% down front. Like we've done things where we're thinking we're getting what we wanted, right? And then they're like, you remember that countertop you wanted? Well, that's not happening. And then it's getting close to Thanksgiving.
It can happen.
Yeah, but you got to get something different.
Yeah, sorry. It was going to be $8,000. It's 15.
Yeah, that's legit what happened.
You can still do it. I mean,
and so then I'm like, and then I'm stressing because I already got, I got to relay this. I'm mind you, I'm trying to do my own work at home, or not at home, but at work. And then this stuff's coming up, and I'm like, I got to tell Alicia. And change for her is not good. She's not a control freak. But she kind of has like...
Once she set her mind to something...
She needs her mind. But also there's like a control aspect for her where she just needs to make... She needs things to like flow a certain way.
I think Alicia and I are a lot alike.
Yeah,
in certain ways. Like
she needs the communication. She needs things... Like she has this, like you just said, vision.
Yeah.
Vision.
Because I can do the same thing. Like I'll set... Yeah. This is what we're doing. This is what it's going to look like. And once it's set... It's a lot of work to get it unset.
And that's where she's been.
Switch up. Now, obviously, I'm the husband, so I get yelled at
Well, see, that's the thing. But it's different when you're the husband of you're the guy that's like, well, that's what it is. Okay, what do we got to do? Like, that's how I am. I'm more of the, okay, well, what options do we got?
Yeah.
Because I already know my wife's not going to like something. And when they presented some options, I was like, that's not going to happen. I had denied some stuff right away because I was just like, she won't like that. You know, I know my wife well enough, I feel like, that I know what she doesn't like.
She wants very clean looking countertops, right?
She does. And then she started like she spirals. Mm-hmm. I think that's what you do. You'll spiral. Or where all of a sudden like the world's crumbling and it's just like
rip it all out.
Rip it out. I should have went with white. I should have done this and this and that. And I'm like, no, it's gonna be fine. We just need to find a solution. And they you know, mind you, there's been some failure in communication on their end. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. And it could have the fact that we were switching some things. So there's...
Truth be told, it's anytime you're doing any kind of contract work.
I think there was just issues where it was we were working with the designer instead of someone else that we needed to, right? The designer's going to be like, oh, that's going to work. Oh, yeah. Usually that's all. That's usually cheap. Yeah. You know, they're the salesman, right? Mm-hmm. Well, we should have talked to the salesman where it's like, well, yeah, you could do that, but let me call, you know, the fucking retailer and see what it is.
Yeah, they should have given you exact pricing, you know, really.
Yeah, that's what we were hoping. Well, that's what we thought, though,
right,
you know.
Right. But they're going off of usually that's what this is. You just got the one slab that has like the 500% tariff on it or something.
For some reason, and I swear at the time it didn't. Yeah. But maybe something changed. Either way, you know, she's starting to finally get unwound from that, and we were like, okay, well, we went to Costless Carpet. We found some stuff, and then the lady was super helpful. She's like, well, hey, call these guys. They can tell you either you can do this program here, or they'll let you know how many slabs you need, and they'll work with you. Super good to work with. I'm like, all right, that sounds good. So we called them, and the guys, you know, it sounds like it's a little more promising with going the other way. Yeah. But man, living through a remodel sucks, dude. Washing dishes in the bathroom is terrible. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I gotta wash my dishes.
Well, that's the hard thing. Is like you're dealing with a room.
I used your toothbrush.
Yeah, you're dealing with a room that you have to use. I mean, you have to have access to, you know. And I saw you guys were cooking on the little griddle, and like there's ways around it, but it's just not the same.
It's not, man, because we have a.
You guys should use the RV kitchen.
Well, I still have I have like my flat grill outside, and I have things, I guess.
Gotcha.
But like not having the oven,
but it's also not the ideal season for a lot of that.
I know, it's rainy or cold and shit.
You're like living in the old pioneer days. Yeah,
I'm soaking wet out here.
The eggs are frozen, honey. Yeah, it's gonna take a while,
dude. I mean, it's gonna come. It's gonna look nice. I keep having to reiterate with her, like, no, things are gonna look good. And once we went to start looking at things, she took up. They have a bunch of stuff that they're doing in our kitchen right now. So there's parts and the colors there. So she grabbed a piece and took that with her, and she's like, "Oh," I'm like, "What?" She goes, "I don't know why. Anytime we came to look at like countertops, I always thought this was way darker." Mm-hmm. I'm like, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah." She goes, "Now that I see it, okay, okay, I feel a little better." Mm-hmm. And so you know,
it's amazing how colors can play off of each other. That's like when you buy paint for a wall or something, and then you get it home, and it can look totally different.
So me, I'm colorblind. So greens, browns, and reds are kind of my not colors that I like, right?
No, so like the individual, like, so you know how you have like your wall and it's got all the little color splotches, and they're all like variations of the same color. They're like, they'll have the card that's got like 5 different
browns or something,
right?
Yeah.
So like you can still tell the difference between all those, or
I can see the shades that are different.
Okay,
but sometimes if you put, so sometimes like taupe to me, I think that's brown upstairs, right?
On your cabinets. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's got a little bit of a pinkish hue to it, but not heavy.
So to me, it could look green.
A very tannish kind of color.
No, see, I there's a green that looks similar to that to me.
Okay.
where it'll look green.
Kind of like the earthy green, maybe?
Yeah, like I could see a light
I'm
green.
asking you, like, it's got to be this tone of green that you can't see, right?
No, just like, like I know there's different shades of brown, different shades of green, but when those shades are right next to each other, it's very hard for me to...
I could see a sage green and a taupe being very hard to distinguish.
Yeah, so perfect example. This is a dumb example. We went to go to the taco truck yesterday. Well, I go order the tacos. Well, I come down and sitting in the bowl is some Tootsie Rolls. You know, the flavored ones. They got the reds, blues, different colors. I love red candy. For whatever reason, anything that's usually red is my favorite candy.
It's got the killer chemical in it.
Like, I don't know what it is. The cherries and strawberries and shit, that flavor I really like. Red Starburst, my favorite. Okay. Right? Red and pink are my favorite. But so anyway, I'm looking at the bowl and I'm like, ooh, there's some Tootsie Rolls in there. Look at these little red guys. I grab them. I go to sit down in the car because I grab them and I go sit in the car after I order. And I look and it says green apple. And I go, oh my freaking gosh. And then Alicia's like, what? I was like, I thought these were red. She's like, oh, my poor husband.
You were bummed out. You're
like, it's green apple.
I thought that gray was red, man.
Yeah. So it sucks. Like, being colorblind kind of sucks sometimes.
Have you ever thought about getting those glasses that apparently...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I want to, like...
super expensive?
Yeah.
Or?
It's like $300, $400.
Oh, well, I mean...
It's not super.
It's insurance should pay for that.
I guess it's not super expensive, but I
mean, real glasses are a lot,
but yeah, I don't know. Being colorblind
you should see if insurance pays for that. That'd be kind of cool.
Maybe I do pay for IE,
but that'd be so weird because then you'd have to learn those colors, right? Like,
well, I know greens. Like I know I'm sitting on a green couch right now.
No, you're not.
I know. I'm kidding. But when they're solid, like red, when red's by itself. I know it's red. Like it's not like I can, like your cup to me is red. It's red, right?
It is red. Yeah.
Has it always been red?
Yeah.
Did it change?
I have a blue one that looks exactly like that.
No, God, like I was gonna, like you'd have thrown me off of you. Like, no, actually, this has been brown the whole fucking time.
Yeah. This is a yellow cup. What are you talking about?
You idiot.
No, this is pea yellow right here. No,
well, being colorblind is weird though,
because it's like a shade, right? I've asked you this a billion times, but like, so you can see and be like, oh, I know that shade. So, like, you would look at your red couch, and then you would have to look at the color actual red, though.
Yeah, like
you would have to be like, okay.
So carpets, for example, you know, sometimes carpets have like different colors in them, where there's like there's reds and browns.
There's design to it. Right?
There's something, you know,
like at a movie theater.
I will not be able to pick out. Like, I'll say, oh, that's red.
Yeah.
Or I'll say that's brown, and someone will go,
your San Francisco look.
Like, I know that's red. You know, like I know that stuff's red, right? But when stuff's like mixed together and they start like kind of blending, that's where for me, that just weirdly blended. That's when it happens where I'm just like, fuck, brown, green. Like, and I think I've actually mentioned this. Anybody who's ever installed Cat 5, Cat 6 cable, internet cables, when you do the strands and you're going to punch them down or whatever, like when you look at them, there's a color sequence that you usually do. Well, there's a brown, then there's a brown with a stripe, and then there's a green and a green with a stripe. Well, depending on the cable anyway, usually, at least the cables that I've dealt with, sometimes the brown and the green are very similar in the fact that they're very light. They have a lightness to them where, to me, it's very hard for me to say which one's green. I can guess, and sometimes I'll get it right, obviously, 50-50, right? But there was times where I would be, like, running a cable, and I'm going to go, you know, terminate it, and I'll stop. Someone's in the, like in the hall or, like, the staff member. I'm like, hey, come here real quick. This was when I worked at Charter, and they're like, what? Is this green? They're like, that's brown. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. So that because you need to make your, you know,
poor guy never learned his colors as they're walking away.
Damn, did you go to preschool or anything?
Nope.
No, I was straight to high school.
You know, they should put like a Braille code on that or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, one means green, two means brown.
I got to learn Braille.
I mean, like, it would just be like notches, right? Like
something.
You just feel it, and then whatever you feel, you're like, okay, I know that that's this. Because, like, yeah, like, what if you're an IT guy that's colorblind?
Yeah.
Come on, cat cable people, or whatever cable it is.
Yeah, they're called cat cables.
Yeah, come on. You can do better than this.
I don't know what the category. I think that's what it stands for. Category 5, Category 6.
Makes sense.
Which, whatever.
For the different signals that they... Whatever.
Yeah, I think, like, Cat 6 is, like, you can... I don't know. You get better signal with them. I don't know. I actually don't know. But that's the better cable right now. Then they got. Well, anyway, I don't want to get into that. It's boring for you guys. But you know what's not boring is Christmas time. I love Christmas time.
I do too.
Right?
I do too. Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it. It's like a happy time of year.
Which is funny because you have a similar childhood in ways to my dad. My dad hates Christmas.
I love Christmas.
Like, he just feels sad around Christmas, and he's really cool about it. He doesn't make us feel sad or anything, but it's not really
his thing. I get it.
Yeah, I think he was let down so much that it's just like his base memory, like his gut core response is like, it's not a good thing.
And I understand that because, like, I guess I wasn't always let down, but it was always very, we weren't getting the stuff most kids were getting at the time. But my mom, she did her best to get us a good Christmas. But it's just always, I think it's the lights and the feel. To me, the feel, it's
you've got kids now that you do a lot of tradition with.
Yeah.
Right. And I think, like, I love the tradition of Christmas. I
love it.
Everything into a tradition. And Blanca gets a little nuts. But when I die, everybody around me is going to be like, God, I miss those traditions.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, see, this is, so for me, and Alicia, she's the total opposite of me. She's very much December's Christmas. November's Thanksgiving. October is, Halloween. Which,
I'm more that way.
But for me, November... So, yeah, it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But it's just Thanksgiving. It's a day.
Okay.
But I feel like Christmas is more of a...
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
There's, like, something about it's just a little different. So, I'm cool with if we started decorating for Christmas in November. Okay. I wouldn't be anti that, right? I would be cool with it.
There are definitely two schools of thought on that.
But she's Alicia is a very much that's stupid. So we're in the stores, they're playing Christmas music. You hear Mariah Carey singing her fucking song, and I enjoy it. I enjoy hearing the Christmas music, and as much as I might not like her song because I'm on the outside on that usually, but Christmas music, like, I hear all that stuff. I don't know. I get this. It gives me this, like, warm feeling. Like, I just love it.
I hear you.
It's just nice. Everyone seems happy, just a little bit happier. Just the world seems a little less stressful. Even though Christmas is stressful.
It's a very stressful time.
But there's just something about it. Everyone's out and about. It just seems, like, very lively.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. I think that's what I like. Is just that the energy that I feel from Christmas, right? It's not maybe it's not necessarily even Christmas. It's just that energy that I'm getting fed from,
right?
Just the environment around me, right?
Right.
I swear, probably in another lifetime, I was probably like some kind of like Wiccan or something. I had my little stones and I fed off energies, my chakra.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
that's what I think.
Yeah.
But Alicia's like hates when what the fuck? Why is there a Christmas music playing right now?
Well, it's because of sales.
That's what I tell her. It's a retail thing.
I mean, really, Christmas in America is all about marketing and about retail stores making.
But I bet you, I wonder how other countries are. To be honest,
I think America is uniquely economic based. Our American culture is very much. We value hard work, labor, right? And a strong market is kind of like a holy thing here, which is very funny because, biblically that's not necessarily the case. True. But
true.
Yeah, I mean, I know that, like, in Mexico, the celebration goes a lot longer than here. Right? Yeah. They have, I forget now what it's called, but they have like the
Feliz Navidad.
Yep. I'm just kidding. No, but there's like the weeks after Christmas, which now I realize, because I've been listening to this one podcast, I'm trying to reconnect, I guess, to my religious roots in the modern context of life and everything. And so I've been listening to this one podcast, and they were talking about, the Advent calendars.
Yeah.
So
we use those.
Advent apparently is after Christmas.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know enough about it. I've never heard.
And it's funny, they sell those during Christmas.
Well, right. It's the lead up to Christmas. And really, as a kid, all it is the excitement until you get
some chocolate.
presents, And really, it's like as an adult now, and like I've always felt that huge letdown after Christmas Day. It's like it's almost depressing after Christmas because it's just like now we're just back to the normal. You go from this joy,
that's what it is,
excitement of the year to just like boom. Now we're just in winter.
Well, see, that's how I feel too.
But I'm kind of like this realization that there's a whole spiritual thing after that day. As I'm getting older and as I'm getting to that point, and like I said, like there's a lot of stuff just me culturally right now is kind of depressive and
everything.
Like I felt like I was raised Christian. I was raised going to a church and all that, and I had some experiences that really made me like, ugh. I'm not a church person. Don't really like church
Which I think is okay.
Well, and it's okay, and it's not a problem. But I think I've, in my recent life, have met some people that, at face value, I'd have thought were very like religious people, and I've been shocked at how wrong I've been.
So, do you think you'll go back to church?
In generalizing, I am really considering it.
Yeah.
Which I have felt adamantly for 20 years that I'm a person that doesn't need it. Never been against people needing it and wanting it. But I felt like I just didn't belong at a church anymore. I felt like church was for people that were very nose up and looking at everybody else kind of like.
Well, yeah, that's how I get it.
But I've done some research on churches that are less that way. That are more my view of what it means to be Christian, and like I there's a piece of me now that feels like maybe I would benefit, whereas before I felt like I wouldn't. I didn't do anything to be religious at all. I'm not talking about being a religious nut. Where all I'm about is like
this just really blended religious podcast coming soon.
Yeah, but it's all about God. I love it. I won't talk about it because it's very personal. I can't tell you verses because it's inside of me. No, but I don't know. It's like a weird, and I've talked about this a long time ago, like, and that was funny because it was a show that made me first think about it, but. It's just kind of been a revolving thought for a long time. And there's more of a desire to understand things now, I guess, as I'm getting older. And I don't know, an openness to learning. I am very nervous about getting stuck where, like, you start going and you feel like, oh, see, I shouldn't have done this. And now I feel like I can't, like, just disappear, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But because I do believe in a personal relationship. If you're any religion, and I don't really care if it's Christianity or whatever, but, like, I do think that I don't think you need anybody else. Yeah. You don't need a building. You don't need,
Yeah, I think church is like...
It's
more of a communion, right? It's more of a community. Church is more of a community thing. You guys are there to, commune in God and just in your beliefs together, kind of just like any sporting thing, right? Yeah. Same thing, right?
Well, that's and that's kind of, I guess, where I'm at today is this feeling like, WIC now is suspended, right? And I'm thinking about Thanksgiving. This is the only thing I wrote down. I'm having a really hard time this year. Like, I love Thanksgiving, and I am still excited about Thanksgiving. Yeah. I want to go have my family celebrations, but there is a piece right now where it's like there are families that today can't eat.
Well, yeah, I know. That's fucked up.
Who are really in a rough spot. And there's that religious side of my head that goes back to my core values. Just not even.
I think that's not even a religious thing. I think that's just a human.
It's a human thing. I'm like, there is something so corrupt in me being able to eat every day, knowing that. I mean, in some places, half of the community can't.
Yeah.
And those are the areas where, I don't know, just right now, the things being so different than what I view as being good and okay. I had a need to kind of do something. Like,
and it sucks because some of that is like, I think what some of that stems from too is just like, there's people who abuse the system, obviously, right? And so that's what you get, this small 1% that are maybe abusive towards the system.
Yep.
But then there's this other percentage that are
flat out.
They actually need it. Like when I was growing up, it wasn't the fact that my mom wasn't working. She worked, but like there was times where she didn't make enough to also feed us.
Yeah.
So we had to have like Section 8,
the problem
or we had to have like food stamps, or that helped push that. And
that's the thing, is we know economics are a problem in our country. We know
and things are just more expensive.
They're more expensive, and we know the average family today feels squeezed. So, like, there's no way. It's not that people are lazy. It's that to get by now, you need a lot more. But wages are not competitive for people that are on the lower end of the spectrum.
Well, and what's crazy is some of that, too, is like, even if there's families that are making, when you look at what they're making, you're like, oh, that's, maybe back 10, 15 years ago, that was a lot.
Yeah.
But you look at it now, it's like, they're relying on some of this benefits to help because, that's, maybe putting a little extra food on the table, doing something.
Well, you tell me how many people had $1 trillion pay packages 10, 15 years ago.
I don't think nobody.
A billionaire was impressive. Elon Musk, they just announced that they've approved a $1 trillion pay package if he meets his marks.
But see,
$1 trillion for one.
That's crazy. Like, what?
These are the values of our culture right now.
Like, why though?
For our quote unquote Christian society, this is what we value. We allow a trillionaire, and we blame the people that can't afford basics. We live in a culture and a system where our politics are supporting billionaires. They're literally taking our tax dollars to give more money to the richest people, with the idea that their wealth is somehow going to impact us positively. Tell me when. Show me when.
They're not going to do shit.
Show me the evidence that
what
helps
rich
us.
person. There's a small handful of rich people that are like going to give their money away, right?
Yes. We've heard a few of them.
Majority of like stupid rich people they're greedy fucks. Mm-hmm. They're not going to do nothing.
I personally believe that wealth is corrupting for most people.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not
money
saying
is the root of all evil,
people.
right?
I'm not saying they're evil people. I think there is something in your mind when you have something, you feel a deeper need to keep it, right?
Yeah.
You start to feel like, how am I going to preserve this? You look at the poorest of people and they look out for each other. You go to a community where people are kind of looked down on and they don't have anything, and you will see neighbors mothering their neighbors. An older lady has a neighbor who's got 3 kids and she's a single mom, and you'll see that old lady bringing her food stamps over, and you might look at them and say, oh, trailer trash or whatever, but you look at these communities of people that don't have hardly anything.
Well, they're lifting each other up.
They will lean on each other.
Yeah.
And, this is the religious thing for me that's so frustrating today, and a reason that I've kind of felt like maybe I should go back. I have had the feeling that all religion is in this country is just everything opposite of the acts of Jesus. Okay?
Well, I think even all religion aside, I think just acting as a human and maybe you're not into religion, maybe church isn't your thing, but maybe helping your community.
Well, just the empathy.
Maybe giving to your community to help feed the poor, or maybe help the people that need money for Thanksgiving or for whatever it is. Like, you don't need to be religious for that. You just need to be a fucking
absolutely
patient.
Not. And I don't mean for everybody. I'm just saying on a personal level, the feeling of bringing something back. If I think that I'm focusing on actions versus ideas of judging other people. But on a deeper level and a broader level, I think that one good thing about the chaos of what's happening right now and the pain that people are going through is a realization that we are responsible for each other.
Yeah.
We do have an impact on each other. And too many people feel disconnected from the pain of their neighbor.
Yeah.
You know, and like we live together. We live together, we die together. If you let people suffer long enough, they're going to start breaking into your house. They're going to start taking what's yours because they, you know,
what other option I got?
You can connect the dots. You can look at historical data and see what happened.
Well, I mean, you got to realize too, like, with the whole, like, this government shutdown shit. I mean, you got people working for free right now because they're not getting paid.
What, 40 days? Are we on our 40th day?
Coming up on the 40th or something like that?
Air traffic control people who are already stressed working
for free during now a busy time of the year.
Possibly not paying their mortgage.
Well, yeah, most of them can't, actually.
I mean, and they might need food stamps to feed their family right now.
Which they aren't going to get.
Which they don't get.
Well, because Trump blocked, the Supreme Court ended up blocking, like, they were going to extend it for November.
I really am having a hard time, unless Trump really thinks he is just a dictator and can do whatever he wants. I don't get what he thinks it looks like. I don't understand the calculus in his mind. We are literally paying for billionaire tax cuts.
But that ballroom, though, at the White House is going to be so nice.
And all the gold shit now all over the White House.
That's
and
stupid.
I mean, I'm just like, you know, this is why you lost massively. 15 and 14 points between the margins of New Jersey and Virginia for the governors. No. That's not a shift of people's like just moving towards liberal democratic policies. That's people that have recognized now this MAGA thing is about very wealthy people, and that's it. Trump is about very wealthy people. He's always been.
Yeah.
But he sold the message to people
he's a businessman.
People were tired of the way things were. And the Democrats are going to die if they don't really get a solid message out there that really tells people what I've always seen in that party, because some of the historic context and whatnot, but it's like they have got to focus on working people and the middle class. We have got to build an economy that it works.
One day they'll work on the middle class, but no, I don't think that's ever been done ever.
It has to, because the reality is too many people are dying under the pressure and the weight of the cost of living. It is, in James Carville's words, the economy's stupid. It has been, and it will be. They call it kitchen table issues. Can I pay my bills? Do I feel like I'm living better than my parents? Now, we're not always going to live better than our parents. There's a point where you have to realize individual wealth has kind of a peak, right? Not everyone's going to be super rich, but everybody should feel secure that what you've worked for your whole life isn't just going to be ripped out from under you so that a guy making $1 trillion can make $2 trillion. And right now, that's what people feel. I feel it. I've always felt it. My life can be gone in an instant so that somebody else can have more.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. There's no reason for it.
No.
And we need some party to actually stand up for it and to say...
I mean, you can stand up all you want, but you need the people to...
You need the people. But that's the thing. You got to give the people something to stand with.
But
you've got to be solid.
I feel like I don't know. It sucks because all these politicians are just out for
the big problem
and that's
is
the thing that sucks for me.
The image that the Democratic Party has had and that they've frankly cultivated for the last 20 years is sort of the coastal elites, they call it. They use celebrities to sell the message. And, I was just listening to something the other day. They said the problem for the Hispanic community, the reason that they kind of bailed, was Democrats promised fixes for the border, which they might have wanted to do, but they didn't prioritize. Well,
that's all. It's all promised.
They didn't prioritize it. They didn't get something fundamentally done. Which honestly, if you think about it, farmers need the immigrant labor. Farmers are red people typically. You look at our local community.
Oh yeah,
Benton County in Washington. It's very red. But if you think about it, there is potential for a crossover here. Immigration reform and policy that allows farmers the labor that they need in a legal way, in a just way, and allows immigration the right way. If you figure that out and you lay out a plan. That's a thing, though. It's got to sound a little bit more complex than just build a wall. Why did it work for Trump so well? He's great at catchphrases.
Yeah.
He can label you one thing and destroy you with these labels that are catchy. Build a wall. Easy. I don't have to think about it. I just imagine a wall and everybody that I don't like is out.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's not right. I don't think it's good. I'm just saying, it's for real solutions. It's more complex than that. It's more nuanced. You can't just say, build a plan. There's nothing as concrete as that. And that's the catchphrase piece. But we've gotten away with, frankly, dumbing things down for too long. People don't want to think. They don't want to engage. But this is where we end up.
Yeah.
And we need real solutions that I'll give Trump credit. We kind of need a wrecking ball to come through and show people, why is a federal government important? Because people can eat when we have a strong federal government, if you use it right.
Well, yeah.
If you use it right. We cannot count on individual people and smaller groups of money to protect everybody across the system. The federal government is remarkably good at it if you let it do its thing. But we've had people that have used it and eroded it. And I'm not saying the federal government is always perfect or everything's always done right.
I mean, people are going to abuse it.
But I do think people need to see what it's like without it. I mean, I think, I don't know. Obviously, the government's not always the best solution, like you said, but I don't know. But it's not the worst. And my issue has always been people denigrating the federal government and then turning their complete faith to the private sector. When has the private sector, by and large, improved our lives? When have you enjoyed a telecommunications company and not felt screwed? When have you enjoyed your medical insurance? Yeah. When have you, right? I mean, like, the idea that the private sector is so much better, they make it difficult to talk to them. Mm-hmm. They make it almost impossible to cancel services. They have hidden fees everywhere. I just don't see the counter argument of the private being better. I think it's very much better for really wealthy people that own the companies, of course. But the average worker, why would we fight for that system that basically enslaves us to be laborers for possibly nothing? And again, this all goes back, I'm like super off track. But the whole point is people aren't eating this November. And those of us that can afford it,
I mean, if you could help, I don't see anything wrong with helping.
Donate to the food banks. Call first and ask what they need, what kind of food they need. Don't just go through and find the shit that you don't really want to eat or the stuff that's almost expired.
Like I said, I think
find out what they need and actually give them what they need, or just donate money.
I think if you can. I mean, I don't know. I've always been a believer of whatever you put into this world kind of gives you back.
Absolutely.
So religion aside, you put out that positive,
just basic human decency, right?
Yeah. If I'm doing something positive for my community, for people around me, it might not come back to you tomorrow, but it's going to come back to you in a moment when you least expect it. Right. So that's where I see people like, oh, it was a miracle. Yeah, I believe in miracles. Don't get me wrong, but I also think there's a point where it's like if you were a good person and you've been doing good, there's going to be a moment where it's going to feel like a miracle.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
I'm more of a deist myself. I don't see God directly impacting our lives.
Well, no, I think there's an energy out there where it's just like you put that out there, you're going to receive whatever you throw out there.
It's actually physics when you think about it.
Like it's going to come back to you.
Equal opposite reaction, right? Yeah. What I give the world will come back to me. If I walk around with a scowl on my face, everyone's going to view me in a negative light. And they're probably going to give me negativity that I'm going to turn around and be like,
Well, so my example, and this is obviously a first world problem for me, is my travel to New York. Mm-hmm. It's something that I'm looking heavily to. Obviously, the shutdown is very that's affecting because they're canceling flights and stuff for people, right?
Right.
So, Cheeky, my one of my daughters, she reached out and said, "Hey, are you guys going to be able to go? Is your flight canceled?" I'm like, "No, not that I know of."
Yeah, and they are trying to reschedule.
Not at all right? But I've been put. I was like, I go. She goes, "Well, Tia's making it sound like everyone's getting canceled." I'm like, yes, things are being canceled. Mm-hmm. Not everything is. I was like, but you know, I'm being positive. I want that out. Put that out there. That positive, like, yeah, you're gonna go. Yeah, this is gonna happen because that's if I put that out there, I feel like, you know what, it's gonna happen. So I can't sit there and just be negative and think negatively. I already do that already with things. So I have to put that just like, no, it's gonna happen. I keep telling myself that's gonna happen. I legit feel that Wednesday comes, I'll be flying to New York. Now, will I be flying home? That's another story.
Hey,
I don't know.
Lots of movies have been made about having to figure out a plan
But
to get back
I already in my head got a plan. If things for whatever reason don't work out and I can't fly home, I'll fucking rent a car and make a cool ass road trip home.
Road trip, yeah,
Dude, that'd be sick.
You
right?
and your oldest,
yeah, me and Leo just fucking cruising the U.S. coast to coast.
Rent something like what's
an RV or something.
Car, the
what, an Impala?
Yeah,
an Impala.
Rent something like that,
something big,
you know, and just hit the road.
It'd be cool though, right? You know,
some zombies on the way.
But all I'm saying is like,
right,
regardless. Whatever, I think if you're just put positivity out in the world and you just consistently give back to your community and you're just helping what you can do,
right? Yeah.
And then, you know, it's not like donate your whole check, you know, nothing like don't go all crazy, obviously, but what you can do, like,
right.
That's I really am a big believer in the fact that things will work the way they should.
Well, you directly impact the world in a positive way.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I think gives you more mental peace than feeling like maybe you've made a difference.
Yeah.
You made a dent. You made an impact.
And that, you know, I think it's one thing to do it because you're expecting something. And then there's another thing where you're just doing it to do it.
To do the right thing.
Just because, you know what?
Else.
I've been in that situation.
Look, it is a selfish thing because it is... you do get joy when you see that you positively impacted somebody else. So there is something that you get out of it.
You do. But I think what is weird is when people do those nice things.
For the photo and the recognition.
That, and then they gloat about it. Okay, that's cool. But like, if you just the whole integrity thing. Right. You're doing something regardless if you're getting recognition or not.
Yeah.
Like I heard, and I don't know how true this is, and this is something that I'm just off of something I've heard. Sure. It's like Eminem. He does a lot for the community in Detroit. But that's something you don't hear about because he doesn't.
He does it for the right reason. He doesn't
sit there and tell people like I donated to the schools or I did this or I did that. Right. Like
there's people that do it in order to get more, right?
You know,
and there's people that do it because it's the right.
I'm just giving back because I was in this situation in time of my life, and I know what it's like.
And to be honest with you, if you're a person that hasn't been through that, like me, I haven't personally needed SNAP benefits or whatever in my life.
SNAP?
I haven't needed SNAP. But for those of us that have been lucky enough, fortunate enough to not need that help, I do think that there's kind of a moral human call during this time to maybe do the thing that you haven't done before, something above and beyond the norm while people are suffering. You know, it's just like everybody needs a good meal for
you know what's crazy is I was thinking, and me and Alicia were dealing, like I just said earlier, we're dealing with the kitchen thing. And I just go, God, this is our first world problem. Like this is there's people out there that are struggling, and here we're stressed out because we don't have a kitchen. We have means to do things, but it's like it really makes me like that. And I think that's why for me, a lot of times, and nothing against my wife, she's a saint, but like for me, like I think like why am I going to bitch about something? So it sucks. Don't get me wrong. Money, it's not like it's cheap. It's not like I got the money. Like, you know, I'm paying it, obviously. Right. But it's like there's so much worse out there.
These are problems that we've chosen, right? Like,
I mean, this is what it is. This is a thing.
Oh God, this thing broke. Yeah, but you don't have to have it to live.
Right? Yeah, I didn't have to like remodel my kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, so I get it. It's
nice though.
Look, it's the experience that we have. We've talked about this before. We know our reality as we live it, as we experience it. Right?
I'm living my trillionaire life.
But I mean, think about how both of us live, and we live
We live a
Better
good
than our
life.
grandparents could have imagined.
My grandma was she was a hooker until she was probably like 73. She used to sell her ass. I'm just kidding.
Okay, I was like,
just kidding.
are we getting real here? All right. Wow.
Just trying to switch things
Poor
up.
grandma. Just
No, I love my grandma. But like my grandma was in and out of, and still is probably just apartments, right? Like
no real stability. For
never.
her.
Like the fact that I get a chance to have my own house is amazing. Like I didn't have that growing up.
Right.
Like my mom rented, like, like growing up, I was in Section 8, like those things. And, and obviously I didn't think like, oh, I'm so poor as a kid. I just being a kid, living my life. Obviously my mom probably had stresses that now as a parent, I can realize she was probably dealing with.
Right.
But, we complain and we maybe bitch about things, but at the end of the day, it's like there's people out there, like they say, there's someone else that has it worse.
Well, this is the thing that I always am in awe of with my mother-in-law. And I think, you've known her as longer than I have, and she's been your mother-in-law. I'm just kind of like your mom today.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect. Everybody has their story and everything, but I've never seen a better example of somebody that truly will just do for other people. Mm-hmm. Whether it be, she will hustle all day long to get stuff, and then all of a sudden she's giving it all away to somebody because their kids don't have clothes, or she is constantly feeding people. We've had random people at the house on Thanksgiving because they didn't have anywhere to go. She sent somebody next door. There was this basically drug addict in a trailer next to her house in this lot. And, they complained about it and everything. They didn't want them there. They tapped into their electricity. And it was a headache, but on Thanksgiving Day, she had somebody take food and leave it out for them. Just stuff that you just don't see. And she's one of those people. She does not.
Yeah, she doesn't ask for anything.
She doesn't ask for anything. It's not like she's not posting it on Facebook. She'll post other things on Facebook,
of
like
course.
Look at the delicious food I made, but never that kind of a thing. And it's very awe-inspiring to see somebody that just that's what it means to be good. Like that's at its core what it means to be good. You do it just because it's the right thing to do. This is not even a question to her.
Well, yeah,
of course you do it.
Yeah, there's been times where so there was this one time I was at Red Apple, and I don't know what it was, and so this is where they say go with your gut feeling sometimes, right? And this is an example of when I ignored that feeling. Mm-hmm. There was this guy outside of Red Apple, and something was telling me to help him, right? Like, because he was doing the homeless thing. He was acting homeless.
Playing the homeless game.
Or whatever, but, he was out there.
Yeah.
And I just remember I was, like, kind of in a rush. I needed to get to the house for something. I don't know what time of year it was. I don't think it was, like, Christmas or nothing, like, a holiday. But, like, I just remember driving, and it just, like, something was poking in my head, like, you should have helped him. And I got home and I told Alicia, like, man, this guy was out there, and like, I don't know why I really felt like I needed to do that. Like, I needed to help this guy, and I did, and I feel real guilty. Like, I felt guilt for not doing that. And then sometimes I wonder if that's like God tested me, like, it might not, maybe he wasn't no one. Maybe that was God acting as someone homeless or Jesus or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
That's how my brain works sometimes. And so I remember I drove back, like, after I got home, and I was just like, fuck, I gotta go see. I think I drove back, and he wasn't there. And I just felt stupid bad for even now, like, there's a part of me that felt guilty. So, like, anytime that feeling now has come, like, I will, give whatever I have at that moment, right? Like, I've helped someone with gas, or I've helped this girl one time. She needed money for something, she said, but like something told me to do it, so I did it. And like,
and then at
like I was with the kids, and I did that one time.
Yeah.
We were at McDonald's and we were getting food, and there's this person, all these people just driving by him, and I was just like, So I went back around and I ordered like a double cheeseburger meal, something like that, like extra large or whatever. And then I pulled over and I got out and I was like, hey, here, here you go. And then I got in the car and I didn't say nothing. I just that's what it was. Mm-hmm. And the kids were going, and then I think it was JJ. It was Papa. I'm like, what? That was really nice. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh yeah, why'd you do that? I'm like, I just felt like I go anytime that feeling comes to me, man. Just sometimes I just feel like So when you do feel that like innate need to like maybe give your last dollar, sometimes do that because like I said, like the world's going to give that back to you somehow, maybe double.
Doesn't mean that you donate it to the televangelist.
Yeah, no,
you don't need to give it to a guy who's already rich.
No,
give it directly to the people
exactly
that Jesus would have hung out with. And
like I wouldn't give it to no guy in a fucking 3-piece suit that is net worth is more than my whole fucking life.
A jet.
Yeah. No.
Sorry, that's not what it's about.
I won't donate to anything that's.
That's the thing is like with Elliot I think I told this story where we were in Walmart and there was a guy, and I admit I've been jaded. I've gotten to that point where I'm like, I don't directly help the people on the street because it's just
you never know.
You're just contributing to the problem. But we were in the store and he wanted a water bottle and that whole thing. I think I told that last week. But I just it was like this moment looking at him and I'm like, of course we should do that. Why would I say no to buying this guy something to eat? Even in like my gut, I was afraid he was going to get mad at us and yell at us and be like, I don't want that, because you hear all the stories, right?
Yeah.
This guy was desperate for food. Well, I mean, he was clearly hungry, and you're just like the emotional side of that to see it.
Yeah.
And to be like, my God, like there are people out here who are truly hurting. And yeah, some people might put a drug in their arm or whatever, and it's horrible. Like, I don't want to support that, but they are also hungry.
Yeah.
They are also alone and homeless and dealing with whatever they're dealing with that got them there. It's like...
And I'm sure I've given some people money that probably...
didn't help them in the long run?
Probably not, but like, like you go back to being selfish. Yeah, maybe I was being selfish in that moment, but I felt better because I listened to myself and that feeling I had within myself, because that would have ate at me. Like, I would have just dwelled on like, maybe I should have helped that guy. Like, a guy was like, oh, dude, I'll give you my watch. I just need gas to get back to Spokane, this, and this. I'm like, what do you need? He's like, I just need, like this. I'm like, I put my card in there and I was like, just fill your tank up.
No, give me the watch.
Yeah, he was like, here, you can have my watch. No, he took it off him. Like, I'm like, no, I don't. You're good, man. Just like, you're whatever you got. I just hope you get home safely. Like, don't.
And then you let it go into the universe,
because it's like
they're gonna do what they're gonna do with it.
What am I gonna spend money on? $50. I'm gonna waste that on something stupid. Well, alcohol. I'm gonna waste it on fucking coffee, something dumb that I don't really need.
Right now, that's kind of where I've been. I've had those moments where you're just kind of bored and you get on Amazon and you just kind of scroll and see like, there's something cool I could buy. I started doing that
like my hats
yesterday, and I was like, I'm not going to buy anything right now. Like, I don't need anything for me at this moment.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I would rather just stock that money up and then, give it to somebody. Right?
Give it, or just. I mean, there's other.
I feel a little better when I pay my taxes and they actually go to like help people. But right now, with it not helping anybody,
I pay my tax. Like, I just paid off my fucking tax return.
Yeah.
Oh, that was terrible.
It's hard. I've been
paying these rich motherfuckers.
Well,
for me to work,
this is the thing.
I got to pay you even more now to work.
It's not even a joke at this point. Like, with the tax cuts that have just been given, and the fact that now we don't even want to give poor people food, we are literally taking from the weakest in our society to give. We are now working to give tax breaks to the rich. Explain that to me. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I really don't get it. It pisses me off.
Like, I'm not going to lie. I get the whole tax thing. I get the reason we pay taxes, whatever. I think there is a point, though, where it's like, I fucking worked my ass off in my life to get to the point where I am. Mm-hmm. And I got to pay this motherfucker for me to do what I'm doing.
I understand a lot less right now. I'm
like, are you kidding me? Like not only now is it that I'm just going, like I just did my W-4s, right, when I got my new job. And I did them right, I felt like this time. I get a letter from the IRS. Well, actually, you didn't do them right. because now I got, now I have to take into account my wife's earnings for me to work at this job. Like, no, that's stupid to me. Like, that's dumb. That she worries about her earnings, which is fine. She pays her taxes. I pay my taxes. Okay, we're both paying zero. We should either get like $1 back, or we don't pay shit back because we're paying nothing, right? We're paying the max we can do. Mm-hmm. Now I have to pay even more. So she has to pay her taxes, but I have to pay my taxes plus what she makes on top of that in order for me to even break even without having to pay the government back. That's ludicrous to me. Well, that makes zero sense.
The problem is they've designed the system to be too confusing.
That's stupid.
Make it a horrible experience.
It's dumb.
But I think that's been manipulation. Honestly, I honestly think that's been designed.
Yeah. But there's no point in it though for me.
Well, right, because it's confusing, and we've been in the same boat. And right now, my big issue is I am more than happy to pay my taxes.
I am.
To help people that need help and to make society better. I am not okay with paying taxes. Trump will ask really wealthy people to donate money so that
they can get a tax break.
The ballroom gets built. How about bring the trillionaires now into the White House and say, you're going to donate money to get us back to a zero balance on our deficit. And if you don't, we're going to rewrite the tax laws to fuck you. And then they can decide whether they want to be good citizens and stewards of our nation or if they want to get fucked forever. And then let's start at net zero and then build ourselves back. And then we start without all this debt that we're paying massive. We are at the point now where we truly do have a deficit problem that we have to address.
I'm moving to Finland.
But here we are. Let's let billionaires pay nothing almost. Let's let them hide their money because they're going to make the rest of our lives better. 30 years, I don't see the evidence. Show me the evidence. If you're hurting right now and you thought that this is going to help, I don't know.
In the words of Jerry Maguire, show me the money.
Show me the money. That's it. When has it worked?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Anyway, I think we're good.
I'm good.
We're going to go down a rabbit hole.
Great. Fantastic.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Whatever.
Pay your taxes.
But that's the thing. Let's look out for each other. Love your neighbor. Do all that stuff. Yeah, sure. Especially in this season of need. Thanksgiving's coming up. We got a few weeks. Remember what this season's all about. Yeah. Do the right thing. Don't buy the coffee. Donate $5 to the food bank. You know what I mean? Do what you can. Those of us that have something during this time, support the people that don't the best that we can. And let's do it right this time. Anyway.
I agree.
All right. Well, love you guys. Thanks for listening,
and we'll talk to you later.
All right.
It'll be a couple weeks.
Okay. Not next week?
No, I come back.
You're going to be gone.
I come back the 16th.
You're going to be gone. All right, that's fine. You'll come back with something to talk about.
Yeah.
That'll be good. He'll go to New York and
be like, dude, I seen so many mobsters.
Yeah, he's going to come back and he's like Madonna. He's going to be speaking New York.
Madonna?
He's going to be over there speaking New York. Yeah, I don't even know how to talk.
I met Madonna, the mayor.
Mamdani, I came back. Mr. Mamdani, we had a little talk. Yeah, boy.
That's cool.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, enjoy your trip, brother.
All right.
And I know it's going to happen. Good things are going to happen. So
I'm excited for it.
Enjoy New York. You're going to have to share with me.
I'm going to vlog. Hey, everyone, I'm here.
Do it,
in the NYC.
Do it. If you make it to ground zero, you got to let me know what that felt like.
I'm going to do that. Crazy. I got to go to that, dude, for sure.
Yeah. All right, man.
All
right, guys. Take care. Have a great week. Bye.
Bye.
I have to pee so bad.